myself. I'm not going to cut any of this.
Nope.
This is all gold, solid gold. This is CBFU from the shop.
What date?
From the shop.
What date is it?
It's June 7th, 2017, the year of our Lord.
The date that Antichrist was born.
Kinda, yeah. But we'll get to that in a minute. We've got books
Spoilers.
today.
I spoiled the book already.
I guess.
I'm terrible.
It's alright. I mean, it's... You want to leave?
No, I don't know. No, I guess I should stay.
Yeah, stick around. But we're here today with some books. So you want to start off?
I'll start off.
Or something.
Okay. We'll start with, this is Iceman #1. This is from Marvel Comics, of course. Writer is Sina Grace. I have no idea who that is. The artist is Alessandro Vitti. It's okay. I wasn't really... I don't know if anyone was calling for an Iceman, a grown-up Iceman book in his adventures in online dating. It's just okay. I don't know. First of all, as you know, Brian Michael Bendis, he didn't turn Iceman gay, but he did. He did. So it's weird. It's just weird. It's weird. I don't know, like a comic character in the 90s who was dating all these women, and then his younger self comes up and goes, "Listen, dude, we're gay," and then he just says, "No, okay, it makes sense." So I don't know. I'm not. It wasn't terrible. It was okay, but I'm not necessarily feeling it.
I kind of like the opposite. I thought it was really bad.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I thought the jokes were really terrible. The puns were awful. It feels very. It doesn't feel like natural at all. Like the conversations he's having, the issues that he's having. I like Alessandro Vitti's art, and I thought, like, when I saw that he was on this book, I saw it today for the first time, I was hyped, but this is not good. His art is not good. His faces are really weird in this book. I'm not a fan. I don't really care about the character of Iceman. These changes are fine, but I just wish they were handled a little better. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, even if there were no changes to the character, to say, here's an Iceman book, and I mean, this writer I've never heard of, I mean, if you want the Iceman book to have the chance at all, you gotta give it to someone else. I don't know. I don't know if there's any call. Nice. Yeah, the cover's fine. I don't even know who did the cover, but it is a nice cover.
It is a nice cover.
But it's like, I just don't know who really wants or needs an Iceman solo book.
So I don't know if this is like not tolerant or whatever, but yeah, does it even though he's gay, he just found out he's gay, does it have to be about that? Because the whole thing is about that.
Yeah.
Like the whole issue is about him trying to find what he's going to put on his. They don't use the word, but he's going to try to find his Grindr profile.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's called Single Not Stirred.
Yeah, Single Not Stirred. So it's like, and it's just so. And he keeps mentioning it. He's like, I have never done this before. But it doesn't feel like it's in like a real way. It just feels forced to me. But I don't know if that's offensive or not. I apologize if it is. There's no malice.
I don't think it is. I think it's more offensive you making a gay character and just like forcing on a character. I don't think it works.
I don't know.
It
hasn't worked yet. So
far.
No.
And this definitely doesn't work at all.
Yeah. How many Lucas would you give that book?
I don't know. I don't think I hated it as much as you.
Yeah.
But I certainly didn't really find myself really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I give it 4 out of 10.
That's not bad. My next book is, or my first book rather, Star Wars Darth Vader #1 by Charles Soule and Giuseppe Camuncoli.
Very well done.
Thank you. I don't care if I offended Italians in that part. But,
so gays, Italians. Wait till we get to the last book.
I saw you didn't even read those last pages. But I'll give a dramatic rendition of it.
Excellent.
Can you just check to see if it's still in? The Darth Vader book by Kieran Gillen was amazing. It was an amazing book. Really looked into the character Darth Vader, and it was necessary. This book I was looking forward to because I like Charles Soule. I like the character of Darth Vader. It takes place right after Episode 3, so you see how he gets from 3 to Episode 4.
Yeah, it continues right from that last.
So I'm interested in the idea of the story, and some of it's interesting, but. Some stuff just seems off. The way the Emperor treats Vader is way more over the top than I would expect. I don't like that.
Well, this is what George Lucas intended.
It might be what George Lucas intended, but I just don't care for the way that was. Basically, he's quest for... By the end of the book, it's like a quest for his own lightsaber. And I don't love this book as much as I was hoping to, because I had high hopes for it. And what do you think?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not as good as the Kieran Gillen book. I like the second half better once he was away from the Emperor and on his like mission and everything, where he's like abandoned on this desert planet. That was cool. I thought that worked better than the first half of the book. One interesting thing is they sort of give the origins of how a lightsaber is read and why that is. And I thought that was pretty cool.
They actually talked about that in the Ahsoka Tano book.
Did they?
The novel.
Okay. And is it the same thing? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I was, a lot of people, I remember when like the first Vader book came out, a lot of people were like talking negative about Darth Vader, that he was like weak and he was like just, he wasn't anything much. And like in this, this is like, if like Darth Vader by Kieran Gillen is the original trilogy, Darth Vader by Charles Soule is the prequel trilogy, Darth Vader. It's Hayden Christensen, Anakin Solo being Darth Vader. And I don't know how much I like it. But I want to see where it goes. I am interested in where the story's taking it. So I'd give it 6 out of 10 Lugos. Disappointing start, but I'm going to stick around because I do like Charles Soule. I like the character. I like the art. So,
Okay. Our next book. This, I think, was the best book of the week out of these 4 books. This is Babyteeth #1 from Aftershock Comics. This is by Donnie Cates is the writer, and the art is by Gary or Jerry? Gary Brown.
Where do you get Jerry from that? It's spelled Garry, and Isaac got Jerry.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
It's not even a foreign name.
Forgive me. Yeah, no.
Jeez.
Man, I'm just... this is good. This is a good first issue. Basically, it's a 16-year-old girl, and she's pregnant, and no one knows, and the baby might be the Antichrist.
Yep.
And is the Antichrist. Yep. And it was actually... This book comes out tomorrow, which is June 7th. And the date of the baby's birth is also June 7th, which is a nice little lining up.
It worked out well.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm interested to see where it goes from here. It was definitely a better start than our other indie book, which we'll get to next. I like the art. I like the story. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good first issue.
Yeah, I like it. It didn't catch me as hard and fast as God Country.
Mm-hmm. That was his other, Donnie Cates' other image.
And he also did one we reviewed a few weeks ago with
the Redneck Vampires.
The Redneck Vampires, which was pretty good too. But it's good. It's a good story. He sets it up very like a movie. It feels like very cinematic, and you can. I want to see what happens next. Yeah. It's very much. It felt like maybe like more of a zero issue than a #1 to me. But I liked it. I did. Yeah. I liked the art.
It's just really cool.
It's a good horror movie.
She's having her like contractions, and with the contractions come like earthquakes.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
And there's some really cool lines about that later, and like she talks about like somebody she's gonna meet later, and she's gonna get because she's telling the baby about her life. Yeah. Essentially, so.
Well, it's only like a year after.
It's a year after the baby. I think it was. I didn't see a thing that said what year it was, but she's
1 year from now.
Okay, yeah. So. It tells like she's gonna tell what happened in that year, and so that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good first issue.
Yeah, I need to turn that off so I can turn it back on again before we get to the worst book of the week. Yeah, because there's a worse book than Iceman actually this week.
But so I liked Babyteeth #1. I would definitely give it a shot. I would give it 7 out of 10 Lugos.
7 out of 10, yeah, I would give it. And if you rated it against the other ones, I'd probably give it a higher rating. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, like on a curve?
Yeah, if you grade it on a curve.
Well, then a curve like 10.
Last book of the week is called The Divided States of Hysteria by Howard Chaykin. It's an issue 1 from Image. That's the cover. It's a, you see it? So, that, when I first saw the cover, because I never even heard of this book, I wasn't sure what to expect. But it's a bit of a mess of a book. The art is Howard Chaykin, which is Howard Chaykin, like him or love him, like him or hate him, whatever. But there's so many characters that keep getting introduced, like every other page is like new characters are introduced. New character is like if every character just gets like 2 pages, except for one character, it gets a bit much, especially when the characters kind of look alike, and the dialogue bubbles. They don't really show how clearly they like line up to a person's face, so you don't always know who's talking when.
Also, all the characters pretty much sound alike too.
They all sound alike.
They're all serial killers or just terrible, terrible people.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people who are getting locked up. You don't know why they're getting locked up. They have no reason for it.
Well, no, I mean some of them. The one's like a serial killer.
Yeah, but why are they in this book?
Oh, I have no idea.
They don't tell you why they're in this
book.
book.
I don't know why they're in the book.
One's a transgender, not a transgender, but like a what do you call it? Hermaphrodite, who's like a call girl who gets arrested, and there's no connection to anything so far. So you think they would give like some kind of connection, and then it ends, really offensively, I feel like read this line, and then you tell me if I should read this line out loud. But it deals with terrorism in America, but not in like a good way. I feel like that's a yes. So the last line, and this I did not write this, so you can't.
It's not the last line. It's not the last line.
No, I know. So I'm not gonna tell you who the terrorists are because it doesn't matter. But the terrorist says, "Now let's go do God's will and show New York City that Allah means business." And then somebody says, "You girls are right. Never better, infidel motherfucker." I don't know. It doesn't read, it doesn't, it's not good, is what I'm saying. Is what I'm trying to get across to you.
And that's not even where the bomb is.
Yeah, there's so many better books this week. There has to be. So
wait, that was a Jewish doctor.
Was it a Jewish doctor?
I think he mentioned being Jewish.
No, the serial killer was Jewish.
I think the doctor was Jewish too.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't get that. And it doesn't matter, because none of it matters.
Doesn't it?
Where? Here. Nope. No, you're wrong.
Wait.
You're wrong. It's the other guy. The serial killer is Jewish.
Yeah, but so
Look at his name. Suspected radical.
Okay. Never mind.
So I feel like this series is going to be an offensive series for Muslims. And I'm sorry.
And hermaphrodites.
And serial killers.
And black people.
And black people, yeah.
And,
he writes black people very stereotypically, so it's I gotta give this 1 out of 10. It's not good. There's better books. Go find any other book. That's it from CBFU from the shop. We're on the Nerdo Network right now, so let me give you. There's a couple of the shows that are on the Nerdo Network. Alchemists with Jenna and Lisa. A podcast called Miserable Retail Slave. Bit Boys, Pizza and Pop Podcast, Shutterbugs, Hello Creeps, and Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics. And yeah, so check them out on the Nerdo Network. They're around with us, and we're doing our own little geeky thing. And up next, not really, but people that are going to be recording in the same studio as us are going to be doing the Geek 101 podcast. Yes. So check out the Geek 101 podcast. Are you guys talking about Wonder Woman today? They're going to talk about Wonder Woman today. Spoiler alert, Mike's lukewarm on it. All right, guys, be good.